Hey, everybody, it's the Coaching Life Podcast again. Back at it after a lengthy break, it feels like. I feel like I haven't seen you in a month.
Yep.
I'm Chris Stewart, here with my friend Coach Martin.
Oh, no.
I'm...
You misrepresented yourself.
Yes, that's right. I am...
Grandpa
New
Stewart.
Grandpa, that's right. A new grandpa.
You already
again.
have, you
There
already
they
have
are,
been
both
a
of them
grandpa.
right there.
But, yeah.
So, yeah.
I was going to open that
Oakley
way.
Mayrie Stewart.
Everything is well and good. And
Absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful. Allie's doing great. Her mom, dad's doing great. Yeah, it's pretty cool. She was scheduled. She was due to have that child on Tuesday last week of Thanksgiving week. That actually caused me to not make the trip to Buffalo. Which, you know, I love being with the football team, but I'm going to be honest with you. It was really nice to be home for Thanksgiving, so I wasn't disappointed in that. And so Thanksgiving came. April stayed up all night cooking meal prep for Allie and Brock just so they didn't have to worry about it for Thanksgiving because they were just going to stay home. They didn't gather with anybody on Thanksgiving because she was ready to go any moment.
Yeah.
And so we took over dinner to them in the morning and then did our Thanksgiving routine stuff with family, the rest of our family, and waited to hear from them. Didn't hear anything Thanksgiving Day. Friday, Brock said that the doctor was having them come in to be induced. They went in Friday night, got all prepped in their room and everything, and then started the process, I think, Friday morning. And she had the child on...
They went in Thursday night?
Friday night.
They went in Friday night?
Went in Friday.
And then Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, yes. So Saturday morning would have been the induction process. And 4:15 p.m. on Saturday. Not bad. Just after the Ohio State Buckeyes game, I think.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It always makes me want to sweat because...
It wasn't a bad labor process at all. I mean, it was quick. It was really quick. Yeah.
Both of our kids, we expected it to be easy, and it was not easy.
You know, you've said that before. Yeah. It was rough on you, you said.
Oh, it's horrible.
Pretty easy on Chastity, but really rough on you.
I don't know how us dads handle that.
I know. Yeah. They need to provide drugs for both the mom and the dad, don't they? We're not advocating taking drugs.
Good stuff. So a lot's happened.
Man, a lot has happened since we last recorded. A lot. I mean, you've got here a quick rundown. Your Browns have used two different quarterbacks since we've gotten together.
Oh, my friend.
Yeah.
But
they finally found their quarterback.
Oh, but you must not have heard the most recent.
Oh, no.
The most recent
Are you picking
report.
up another one? Is Flacco coming back because Joe's back?
Flacco's not coming back. But the practice window for one Deshaun Watson.
He's back practicing.
He is now practicing with the team.
So there's a quarterback controversy between Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson.
The only game the only away game that I think this is what the narrative was. The only away game that Deshaun has been to since he's been hurt is the first start of Shedeur Sanders, and he was
past week,
the week before the away.
Oh, he
game.
started two games.
Yes.
That's right. He's 1-1 then.
So he went and was mentoring the heck out of Shedeur.
Oh, so they get along well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of odd, but I don't know. Deshaun is still on contract. I mean, his contract it lasts, but they can't get rid of. Like, there's no way to get rid of him until after next season.
So you may as well use him this year. Well, I mean, he's got to practice. If he's healthy, he's got to practice.
Or next year.
He's got to. I mean, it's his job.
I think he's been healthy for a while.
He needs. I mean,
there's rules
imagine
around
getting
that.
paid all that money and not going to work.
Might be the best thing
for the Browns.
Might be the best thing for the organization. I remember was it the Pistons that someone hired Isaiah Thomas as the general manager in basketball.
Yeah, I remember.
And then they paid him to
stay away,
like $10 million. Just don't come in, just stay away for a few years, I think. So I remember that. Sometimes it's better just to say stay away. But what they can't do, there's probably a limit because NFLPA, the rules with that, they could probably only stall for so long. Like they can't just, if he wants to play, they can't just say go away. Like they either have to play him or cut him.
You don't have to play him, right? If you're a franchise tag, do you have to? Does that guarantee that you're going to be the starter?
Well, no. But the problem is, like, you're always open for lawsuits, which is a great segue into another thing that happened.
All kinds of things have happened.
You're always open for lawsuits. So it's possible that if the Browns don't play Deshaun Watson, the NFLPA could say, he could file a grievance and say, you're paying me $250 million and I'm not good enough to play on your 4 or 3-9 football team. That's what you're saying. So there's, so. And that's not the.
When's that going to happen to you and me?
I don't think.
You mean I got a sponsorship from King's Hardware, and you're not going to play me at shortstop? They're paying me.
You can't do it. You can't do it. So you're speaking of the NIL deal,
the new
in
Ohio decision. I thought that was somebody that went to Eastern walking by there. I thought that was old Ross Wells.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. You see the resemblance? Yeah.
So the OHSA approved NIL, which is name, image, likeness.
Yep. For high school student athletes.
Like, I think we both agree that it's not the best thing for high school sports. It's not something that we would particularly want.
On surface level, I haven't studied what they actually decided.
Well, and that's what I get at. Like, first of all, they had to.
Yeah.
They had to do it because they were sued.
It's one thing to agree with what OHSAA had to do, like agree with them doing what they had to do and not liking what it is.
Right. So there's a lawsuit in place against them for, can't remember.
Like number 2 running back prospect in the state of Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Basically saying I can go to 40 or 38 other states in the union of these United States of America and be paid
and make money off my name, image, and likeness. So
because we're one of the only states left that haven't until now. We do have it now.
Yeah, and so the OHSA's thought is if we get out in front of it, we'll be able to control it. So now students in Ohio are allowed to make money because of who they are, what they look like, and how they play. But there's some very strict guidelines around it. Like
I was going to ask you if you read about it because I have not,
and I haven't.
I was going to see if you could bring us some knowledge.
Some summary.
Okay.
You can't we would if they were paying a player, he wouldn't be able to wear Megs or Eastern gear in a commercial or something like that. It is
just the player.
It is completely removed from the school that they play for.
Wow.
Yes. Second is
so they'll be wearing their travel stuff.
Well, maybe, but it can't have any logo on it. There can't be any branding.
Any logo or branding.
Yes.
So they'll create their own brands.
They can't make any. Yeah, true. They could. They can't make any money or have any type of conversation or meetings anytime that they're performing or as part of the team. So if they're traveling somewhere, if you're on an away game, you can't talk to somebody about making money. If it's during or after practice, no, it's got to be completely
on their own time.
Yes, completely on your own.
So basically, this is completely separated from anything to do with the school or any team that this person might be playing for.
Yes,
it is completely an individual.
Yes.
thing.
In addition to that, you can't make money if there can't be. We'll give you money if you come here.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, obviously that takes that away, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's unlike college, because right now college is moving to where the schools can actually build money. They're building a bank to be able to build.
They have it.
They have banks to be able to build a roster, basically. Yeah.
But
so that is different.
So the guardrails are there.
So it begs the question. Let's say you've got a player who is playing really well. You guys travel somewhere. You go to Chillicothe, play, stop and eat at Cane's. Somebody from Cane's comes up to him while you guys are sitting there eating in your uniforms and everything. Says, hey, we'd like to get a photo with you because we'd like to, here at least our local establishment, we'd like to use you as and they actually, and he's like, I can't do that because I got my Meg stuff on, whatever, but they talk to them there, right? What's the penalty? That's the same penalty that we have for everything else, like pitching rules.
Probably.
And I mean, who's policing this for real?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and what I think is those guardrails aren't going to last.
No, they're not.
Because someone's going to take them to court
for that
and say,
yes.
I could make this money if you let me go to this school, which was the same lawsuit.
Sort of.
Basically the same lawsuit that was brought against them. So, but it's not really the OHSA's fault. Could they stand against it? Yeah. Would they lose?
Probably. Yeah.
So, I mean, they're kind of between a rock and a hard place.
We just live in a world of just litigation. Just everything is litigation.
I still think we're going to be in a world where there's going to be open transfers and
it's coming. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, which
so
and here's my thing, and because I've talked to
I'll just be a professional podcaster then.
we haven't made much money doing this yet.
We did get our Spotify Wrapped thing.
I didn't see you sent me that. I wasn't able to
all the ways that our podcast has grown this year and everything.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Toward the end of the year, we'll have to go. Well, maybe we'll go through some of those numbers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
especially since it's just Spotify numbers. Because I know that we have more people actually who listen to us on Apple than we do Spotify.
Yeah, but I'm not against kids getting paid. I'm against
me neither.
The fallout of that.
Yeah.
And because I think kids can get manipulated.
The ripple effects.
And I think kids can be taken advantage of. And I think we're placing a lot of responsibility in, young people's hands that.
Well, let's just be honest. I mean, it's one thing people say college students are kids, and I disagree. They're adults, but I get what they're saying is that they haven't reached the level of maturity that they're going to have when they are in their 40s or 50s, perhaps, right? When they've had more experience.
Yep.
High school students are kids.
In that regard, for sure.
And we have a difficult enough time helping them understand the value of team sports and team first concepts.
Right.
And now we're opening the door for them to just completely say, it's about me. It's about me. In fact, I'm going to take this jersey off and this hat off and put my own brand on because I'm not allowed to wear it when I'm doing my brand stuff. And so it's even less like it's subconsciously completely removing team from them.
Yeah.
Those are the kinds of things that I don't like in principle about it.
Yeah.
We're individualistic enough.
I hope, we make an effort to train our kids and how to deal with these things and what to look out for and what to not get caught up in and so on and so forth. And I don't know what kind of resources are out there in the other states that do that. And it's not like, I don't want to be all doom and gloom because, almost everyone else in the country is doing this.
Yeah. And have you read any?
No.
I haven't.
So I've always been the one I got in trouble as a parent one time because I allowed my kid who was young, maybe 10, 11, to run around the Meigs County Fair by himself. And some people didn't like that.
Because you believe that he is anti-fragile? I was actually looking at the ABCA clinic this year. The schedules come out a while ago, and the most recent magazine of Inside Pitch, November-December volume. It's got the schedule and the speakers and what their topics are. A fellow by the name of Brian Johnson is the author of Arete, Forge Anti-Fragile Confidence. So remember Justin Hare, the book that we talked about on this podcast,
Safetyism.
Where we talked about safetyism and anti-fragility and how he and his wife were
Yeah, I just told someone about this the other day.
We're criticized because they let their 8-year-old go to this corner store in the middle of New York City, Manhattan, by himself.
Yeah.
You were criticized as a parent because you let Maya run around the fair by
It's
himself.
actually Jake,
What age?
I think. But
Jake?
I think 10 or 11. But my argument was, when is the last time you heard a kid get kidnapped from the Meigs County Fair? It's never happened.
Like a random kid.
It's never happened.
Yeah.
So
maybe somebody's own family, right?
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
A divorced family and someone who comes and gets this child. But
so I don't want to just say, the ceilings or the sky's falling on this NIL stuff either. Like, I'm open to it and we'll figure it out. But to me, I'm just hesitant because of things like that. Like,
we'll see.
It could be dangerous.
It'll be interesting. I think maybe you and I could commit to trying to find somebody.
To
talk to, like, we
from
could
another
call.
state.
We could call in from the Emily Mason, maybe, and say, hey, would you come on our podcast? We got a lot of people who listen, and we just need some explanation, something that'd be helpful. Whatever you're willing to say, and maybe we could try to get that info.
Yeah.
I think it'd be
Let's do it.
Because it's one thing, because I know you and I talked about how it'd be nice to dig into that and talk about it more in depth. But what better way to do it than to get somebody from OHSAA on?
Yeah, good point. So, we'll try that. Cool. I can reach out to her.
Good deal.
Yep. Probably pretty busy right now.
Probably so. Yeah. We've had a lot of things happen. I was looking down through my list of things I texted you.
Yeah.
What happened? Joe Burrow came back.
He did.
The Bengals looked good.
And all of a sudden, Bengal fans think they have a shot at the playoffs.
They were doom and gloom until
they actually do have
week.
a shot. They can win out.
They have a slim shot. They have a shot of winning their division.
Yeah. Their defense is just miserable.
Yeah.
But they played well.
They did play well. They played a little more inspired, it seemed like. But I will tell you this, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Here it comes.
Back to number one.
Jerry Jones is a genius.
Oh, my Lord.
I don't really mean that.
I cannot. That's bigger than the I Love Baker Mayfield. We have to. That's got to be copied and repeated over and over again. I cannot believe you said that. And why? Yeah. Why
my
is
brother's
Jerry
going to stop listening to the podcast just because I said that?
Yes, I know. No, Coach Steer.
I like what he's done with the defense this year. I got to admit. He spent all this time building the offense, and Dallas's offense looks really good. Dallas's offense this year is solid.
Yeah.
Got rid of Micah Parsons, filled in some spots on that defensive line. Still have some questions in the secondary. They still get beat a lot. But, man, defensive line has helped that a lot by getting pressure on the quarterback. Mm-hmm. And those defensive backs don't have to cover as long. Mm-hmm. And so it's made everybody look better.
I think that's the key.
Dallas can run the table.
Okay, let's talk about that.
They get past the Lions this week.
Okay, so here we go. You say they can run the table.
Well, look at what they've already done.
The first thing you say is
they beat the Super Bowl champs.
If they can get past the Lions.
They beat the Super Bowl runners up in a span of 4 days.
Where do they play Detroit?
4 days of preparation.
Do they play at Detroit?
I don't know.
Yeah. So who do they got? What's the rest of their schedule? Do you know?
The rest of I didn't look at all of it. Okay. I live 1 week at a time, man. I know it's Detroit.
They can run the table, but I'm taking it 1 week at a time.
You got it?
I've always liked Dak Prescott. I know I
haven't always liked him, but
a lot of Cowboy fans were mad that you gave him a big contract.
Dak was questionable for a while. He seemed like he played timid, but I tell you what, buddy, this year he is playing.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
with not reckless abandon, he's playing with abandon. I mean, he is making smart decisions. He doesn't have perfect games, but he's making smart decisions. He's playing aggressively. I like what Dak is doing. So yeah, it's still, they got the Chargers in there. That's still going to be. You got Lions. They're traveling to Detroit to play the Lions this week. Tomorrow, Thursday night. They got the Vikings at home. They've got the Chargers at home.
Do they have to win them all?
They're going to Washington and play the Commanders, and then they're going to New York to play the Giants. Tell me that doesn't look like a schedule that could get them a bye.
They're 6-5-1. Do they have to win out? They don't have to win out.
No.
Or do they? Carolina's 7-6. Seattle's 9-3. Green Bay's 8-3.
I don't know. I think we're looking at a Dallas versus New England Super Bowl this year. What do you think?
Nah, I don't.
You don't think Drake May can take them?
You're good. You're witty today. Witty, yeah. Figured you'd be a little tired after Oakley came into play here, but
so what do you think about the Dallas Cowboys when you look at them this year?
I really haven't paid much attention to them, to be honest with you. Were they 3-5 at one point? Have they won their last 3 or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they've kind of caught on.
The Green Bay game was one of those games where you're like, my goodness, this defense is never going to. Yeah. And then they get
they won 3
They get
straight.
Overshown back. They signed the other, what's the guy's name? He's got a funky name. Anyway.
They have a tie. They tied Green Bay.
Yeah. Well, it was they had that game won twice within the last minute of the game.
The Cardinals game scares me. They lost to the Cardinals. The Cardinals aren't good.
No. What week was that?
Last 2 weeks have been good though.
What week was the Cardinals?
It was before it was a lot. They've went on their run.
Loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Was that another one of those? What's the score? What was
27-17.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of.
And that was probably Jacoby Brissett's first start as a Cardinal. I'm a big Jacoby Brissett fan, but I like CD. I like their offense. I like CD Lamb.
I tell you who George Pickens has never played. I never thought George Pickens was as good as he looks like he is.
He's good. Cowboys. I just don't like who he is.
Well, I think CD's even worse when it comes to antics. Don't you?
I don't know.
CD seems like he's got
Pickens
a little bit
cried loud in Pittsburgh.
He did,
and he should have known better. Like he knew the situation.
I mean, both those guys are really good, but they do drop a lot of balls. They do drop a lot of
balls. Let me introduce you to a guy. His name's Jerry Jeudy, who was screaming at Shedeur Sanders, our rookie quarterback, on the sideline.
Yeah.
He's had 3 drops and the 2 fumbles in the past 2.5 games that Shedeur has started. But yeah,
I'd like to hear that phone call that Prime gave him, Jerry Jeudy, after that game.
Oh, I didn't. Did that happen?
No. I was just assuming that.
I don't
Deion's
know.
like, hey.
Deion says he doesn't care about the Browns.
Like yeah. He cares about Shedeur though.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully for you, Dallas does run. I just they're probably just not consistent enough to do it.
I would just like for
6-6. They still have a shot though.
I would like for my son of 26 years to be able to see them win a playoff game.
Is Brock a
I don't think he's
Cowboys
ever seen
fan?
them win a playoff game.
That is crazy.
Isn't that wild? Yeah, he's a Cowboys fan.
It is so crazy because
they won the Super Bowl in '96.
They dominated. They were the team of the '90s.
Yeah, Brock was born in '98. They've made the playoffs a lot. I don't think he's ever seen them win.
I'll be darned. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
this is the year.
I barely saw the Browns win in the playoff. I mean, I was aware, but I don't even think I was really. Yeah, 89. No, I don't think I was. I think 89 is when I became a Browns fan. So.
Oh, really? You weren't born with it?
No, we were in a big football family. It was the Browns and the Vikings, I think. Browns-Vikings were playing, and it was kind of back and forth, and I was one of those kids that always wanted to root for the team that was winning. So, that was my reputation, and so the Browns were winning.
Yeah.
And they were beating the Vikings, and I was like, hey, let's go Browns. And I think my dad and my brother gave me a hard time. They're like, you're just rooting for them because they're winning. You won't stick with them if they're losing. And something happened. The Vikings picked it off and scored, and so they were losing. And I said, I'm still rooting for them.
There you go. Uh-oh. It stuck.
Yeah, and they came back and won. They won on a fake field goal. So yeah, I've been a Browns fan ever since. That was either 87 or 89. I can't remember. If it was 87, I saw them.
Because then you get into the early 90s,
and
they were pretty good, right? I mean, that was your Ernest Biner.
No.
94, 90, 95, 94?
'94 is our last good year. That was with Belichick.
Kevin Mack and
nah, that was the late '80s. They were at their best in the late '80s. I felt
like I was.
The fumble and the drive.
I was in college when
was 87, 89.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So that's when you became a fan. Huh.
Because I'm a glutton.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like misery.
Bill Belichick. Maybe you get him back. Maybe they fire Stefanski and Belichick comes to Cleveland.
I like
Has that actually been mentioned?
Yeah,
among the Browns,
someone
talking.
Someone threw it out there.
Really?
But I mean,
you get Belichick, you get the 23-year-old girlfriend though too.
that's we don't. The Browns have the bone lady. We don't need any other attractions like that.
Attractions. There's a lot of distractions going on right now in the world of football. We got our own here at Ohio University right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. Our head coach is on leave. That was what the release said.
Yeah, it
didn't say put on leave. It said on leave. So nobody really knows what's going on there.
Yeah, and it's just odd the way our society works, because I feel like he's guilty of so many things right now. Like
in everybody's opinions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody has any information,
There's
yet
been nothing
he's guilty of something.
out there.
Yeah, exactly.
There's things.
It's a weird situation. We could admit that.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe communication could have been better, but we don't even know that. Like, could it have? What is there out there that's causing them to not communicate?
Kind of the same thing, because it's like, why doesn't OU saying anything else? Well, there's probably a reason Ohio University isn't saying anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the reason? I don't know. But I don't know. Like, first thing.
But the kind of people we are, the kind of society we are, we have to know, right? We have to know. And the question is, why do we need to know? Like, it's like we're just voyeurs, you know. We've got to have all the info. We have to know everybody's juicy details of their lives and the gossip. I get it's a public position. I get it that there's more at stake than just him, right? There's like his team and his players and his coaches and the stakeholders, and you know, I get that, and that's why journalists do their jobs and want to try to uncover things so people have an idea. But what are you going to do with the information once you get it? Like, what can you do? I guess if you're a donor, you could stop your support if you don't. But again, it's not. It's not the program. If in fact he has done something, it's an individual. But here we go. Like, even in saying something like that, it's like
you don't even know.
We don't know, right?
I don't even know how to approach the conversation, because you don't know what it is. Like when I first saw it, I was like, okay, there's some kind of NCAA infraction, you know. But then I would thought that we probably wouldn't have heard about that first from Ohio University. We would have probably heard about it from somewhere else. Maybe not. I don't know. We really just do not know.
We just don't know.
And
what we know is that he's not going to be coaching this week.
We know it's horrible timing.
It is horrible timing. It would have been really poor timing if Ohio were in the MAC championship.
Yeah. Well, this
weekend,
yeah,
right?
True. I mean, but they're going to a bowl. We'll find out Sunday, right?
Find out Sunday what bowl we go to. Coach Hauser is the interim head coach, and Coach Hauser is a phenomenal coach. I mean, he's already the associate head coach. Like he had defensive coordinator / associate head coach as his title, and so
have you been able to spend
is the right
time
man.
Oh
yeah, he's a good one. He's solid, and the players respond to him. I mean, that defense plays for him. They'll run through a wall for him. So I think that's good stability for the team. But yeah, that's what we know. We know that we still have a bunch of players here that are going to play a bowl game. I'm sure we're going to start seeing guys hitting the transfer portal, you know, as we do every year, whether you win or lose. We won the MAC championship last year and still lost a bunch of guys, right?
Yeah.
But a situation like this certainly can't help that. Right?
No.
Like it can impact that in a negative way.
Well, and I think, do they have to enter the transfer portal maybe until January?
Yeah.
Is it something like that?
I don't know what the exact date is, but you do have time.
So I would say a lot of players, depending on what their recruiting process and stuff was, that might be as well. There's unknown around, Coach Smith. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer somewhere that I feel more comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's the negative aspect to it, that it could very well cause that to take place where guys are like, if they were wavering about it, that might push them over the edge and say, well, I'm not going to waver anymore. I'm just going to do it. Yeah.
And did I hear right that Coach Smith is actually he's on an interim contract? Like the contract isn't, like the details aren't ironclad or something like that. Because
that I don't know.
The previous what was our previous AD?
Julie Cromer, who's she's operations director at LSU now. She's an assistant AD there.
There's another conversation we could have.
Yeah.
But I feel like knew she was leaving, so she didn't want to saddle the new AD with a contract.
There was something like that, but he's got a contract.
Okay.
I think Slade, the new athletic director, I think he gave him a contract. Yeah, because he was coaching without a contract. There was an article about that 3 or 4 games in, I think, and then I'm pretty sure that was taken care of. Let
me completely erase what I said earlier about my beliefs on transferring and how horrible that's going to be. If coaches are allowed to leave, then I think players should be allowed to leave. So at Ole Miss right now,
Lane Kiffin's entire team may.
But you know what? Here's the other thing too. And I kind of feel this way about Nick Saban as well. He quit in the NFL.
Kiffin?
Yeah. And Saban did the same thing. So, he's done this at other places. This is what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So,
Saban didn't do it in college, though.
No.
Kiffin's bounced around in college.
Yeah.
And he even talked about how it's just what he's been used to. His dad did it. Remember, did you see him in the press conference?
No, I didn't hear
He's like, he said, it's all my life I've known moving from different places.
Yeah.
He says, I'm like, wow, you're saying that in your opening press conference at LSU. So just getting you guys ready. I'm only going to be here for a couple of years, and then something bigger and better is going to come up.
Yeah, possibly. But I don't know. I tell you, I question is if I was an advisor to him, I would have said, think about this long and hard, because what you have right now at Ole Miss is a good thing, and you can build off of it. LSU's not in the greatest spot.
That program is turned around pretty quick.
Yeah,
I mean they're legit.
I know LSU has a lot of recruiting power. A lot of people see LSU as a place where good football exists, but
it's going to be hard to top the greatest single season in college football history, which happened at LSU. Ed Orgeron.
Yeah.
There's a lot of coaches available right now. Old Ed's still available.
Yeah.
You can get him off the beach. Somebody wants to snatch him up.
He's been available for a while though.
Yeah. Ever since he started. I don't think, did he go anywhere after LSU? Did he spend a year somewhere?
I think he did.
Yeah.
I can't remember where it was though. I think he did.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
But I don't know. I mean, I say that, I say that with the assumption that we might be one of those programs that's looking for a head coach, assuming that something that Coach Smith isn't going to continue here. I don't know, but we just don't know, right?
Yeah, and that's the bad.
It's going to be hard. Whatever it is, there's going to be cleanup. If it's like, hey, nothing happened. It's all good. He's off leave. He's back. Like, how do you move forward?
Well, and the timing of that is going to be important, and
yes,
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't think you get out of it without releasing more detail.
Well, no. Exactly.
Something's going to come out to explain what the situation is, but tough
it's
situation.
Unfortunate.
I feel bad for the team.
It's unfortunate. I've texted a couple guys this morning, said just praying for you guys. It's what else can you say? I mean, it's been a weird couple of days. That was exactly what I said to Parker. Yep. And he's like, yeah, you're right. It's been weird. And we're just letting them know that, you guys got to keep moving forward. People love you. Let's do what you can control.
Yep. Yeah, it's really a lesson.
Speaking of not being able to control something, as an Ohio Bobcat, going into last week's games, so just kind of switching gears a little bit, because we really don't have much else we can say about the Coach Smith situation, just other than we're just praying for him and everybody involved, the program and everything. But did you know much? Like, did you keep up with the MAC championship tiebreaker
we talked
scenarios?
about it last time we were on air.
Did we talk about it in here?
Yeah, and I think last thing we were hoping maybe Central Michigan beat Toledo, because that would.
Well, we needed that.
If that would happen,
we definitely needed that, and we also needed Miami to lose to Ball State.
Well, as it ends up, we don't though, right? Because we beat Miami, right? So if Toledo would have lost, it would have been a two-way tie.
That's not true. Miami just needed to win and get in, and this is the point I'm getting ready to make. It's because of the stupid, bogus, weird tiebreaker scenario when there are 3 teams involved.
But there wouldn't have been 3 if Toledo would have lost.
If Toledo would have lost before Saturday. See, Saturday, as of Saturday, they were all, well, yeah, I see what you're saying.
If Miami would have won.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. If
Miami did win.
But Miami did win. So
it was 2 games back. It was further back than that we were talking. We haven't been on air for a couple of weeks. So Miami needed to lose, I think, that week. Or they needed to win that week. I can't remember now either. I think they had 1 loss and they got beat. Like, that happened and helped.
Right.
But also Toledo had to lose.
Yeah. So going into going into the last week of the season, we needed to win. We needed Central Michigan to beat Toledo, and we needed Ball State to beat Miami. If those 3 things had happened, which we won, so that took it down to 2. But Toledo won and Miami won. So here's the really bizarre thing. Toledo, who ended up 7-2, Miami ended up 7-2. Toledo beat Miami head-to-head. Ohio also beat Miami head-to-head, ended up 7-2. Miami goes to the championship game. It feels like Miami. So you got Western's the number 1 team. They only have 1 loss, and they lost to Miami. That's Miami's. The reason why they're there is because they have a higher winning percentage.
So Miami's playing in the MAC?
Miami is in the MAC championship.
Okay,
yes. That was the big.
I thought Toledo was playing.
That was the big.
So I have no idea how they're playing.
So yeah. So here's basically what it is in layman's terms. As long as there's 2 teams tied, then those 2 teams have played each other, then it's head-to-head, right? If there's 3 teams tied, and all 3 of those teams all played each other,
it doesn't matter.
Then it's head-to-head there. Like Ohio played Miami, Toledo played Miami, Ohio played Toledo. Well, Ohio and Toledo did not play.
Right.
So the 3 teams that were tied couldn't use head-to-head because...
So the fact that Toledo beat Miami
Toledo
doesn't
beat
matter.
Miami, Ohio beat Miami, right, because they're all 3 still tied at the end of the season.
Gotcha.
And so what that means is, well, they completely, so what they completely do is they completely discredit, or they just completely take away the head-to-head option. There is no head-to-head. Yeah. Now it's winning percentage. It's teams that you've beaten,
like opponents,
their winning percentage, right? Well, with Miami beating Western Michigan and giving them their only loss, then that propels them.
So that's what it is.
That's what
winning percentage of teams that you've won beat.
I think so, something like that. I don't know. It's hard to know what it is because the MAC took those off the website now. Like everybody was hammering the MAC about the tiebreaker scenario and the fact that you've got the 4th place team playing the 1st place team. Like everybody, Toledo people were ticked, right? Rightly so. But here's the thing: shouldn't have got beat by Bowling Green. Because Bowling Green's only win of the year.
And we shouldn't have lost to Ball State.
We shouldn't have lost to Ball State.
Yep.
Yeah. And so so anyway, when you put yourself in a position where things are out of your control,
always,
this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, you know what's odd is if you go on ESPN, you look at the standings. OU second, Toledo's
Should
third.
be Toledo.
Toledo's third, and then Miami's fourth.
Based on ESPN's rankings of some sort.
Yeah, I mean they're not.
Yeah,
that might be.
Well, that's because head-to-head matters. In the NFL, if in the division, let's say you get a three-way tie between Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh, and Cleveland beat Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, is one of those two teams going to the playoffs over top of Cleveland? No. The head-to-head matters.
Right. Well,
of course, they all play each other too,
and they play them twice.
But that's
so. But you know, if it does matter. But if it doesn't shake out and it doesn't win it, doesn't decide it, it goes to division record.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you split with teams, and usually it's usually not a three-way tie. It's usually a two-way tie. You split with teams, and then it goes to the division record.
And I don't know what better way there would be to fix it. I mean,
play it out.
Play more.
Why did they decide
conference opponents?
I think why they're getting hammered is because in previous years, would not all four of those teams be like wouldn't two play two?
Well, until 2 years ago,
it was two
divisions,
what
MAC
were they
East
in?
and MAC West. And problem with that was you had one division that was always stronger than the other.
Right.
And so let's say you had the third place team in MAC East was finished 7-2, but because the first place team was 8-1, they're going, and the first place team in the MAC West was 6-4,
right,
or something like that, or 6-3.
So they probably did the tiebreakers the same then within the
divisions. It was a little different. I think they rewrote them last year for some reason, and I don't know what they actually changed, but
I'm sure the rule was set before the season.
Oh man, yeah,
and everyone knew about it. You know, so
yeah. Who would have thought it would come down to that though? It was pretty. I mean, it was very competitive conference.
Yeah,
a very competitive conference.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing about Miami that's wild is DeQuan Finn, their quarterback, quit the week after the Ohio game. The last pass that guy threw was interception to end the game down here at Peden Stadium, and he walked.
Yeah,
it was a weird situation.
He wants to prepare for the NFL.
Their coach said that. Yeah, the coach, basically said this is, a decision he made in his best interest to get him ready for the NFL and all that. It's like, I'm not sure he's an NFL quarterback, but then Miami plays with their second string, who was just awful the next week. I mean, looked like he'd never thrown a pass before, and then they put their third string in, and this guy has taken them to the championship. He's been great.
You know what that tells me? And I can say this as a lifelong Browns fan. We know absolutely nothing about quarterbacks. Nobody does. Well, tell me that.
Nobody does.
Who's the greatest quarterback? There's
Tom Brady.
Okay, I disagree. I think it's Peyton Manning.
Question.
I think it's Peyton
Manning. You really
think
Peyton Manning's is the GOAT? He's the greatest of all time?
Because he ran the offense. He didn't just play it. He ran it.
You don't think Tom did?
No. I mean, I'm sure he made decisions.
I mean, Peyton. I think Joe is more like Peyton in that sense. I think Joe Burrow runs their offense.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
which is probably why he got hurt.
I agree. Tom Brady is at least in the argument, right? Definitely.
I don't
he was
know.
He was a 6th-round pick.
Win as much time. Yeah, I mean,
he got picks in the 6th round.
The way that he elevated himself,
and it wasn't Shooter or Sanders slipping to. It was like.
Nobody expected him.
Yeah, he got picked in the 6th round. Everyone was like, "Oh, okay, let's see what's development quarterback." We know nothing about quarterbacks.
I mean, the wildest event
specifically
in the history
Cleveland
of football was Drew Bledsoe getting hurt.
It was.
I mean, completely changed that franchise for 2 decades.
Yep, not a big Drew Bledsoe fan.
He's a Cowboy.
Ever told you this story?
He went to the Cowboys after that.
Yeah, he did. Won a Super Bowl, didn't he?
Did he?
Got a ring.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I think him and Bernie did.
Did they win?
No, maybe that was late. Maybe it was too late.
Who was the quarterback against the Steelers in '96? Was that Troy still?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that was the That was
Bernie won one. Bernie went and backed up Aikman and won a ring.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I forgot Bernie Kosar was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I went to a New England Patriots Indianapolis Colts game one time, and after the game we went down where all the players were gathering, and the families were there, and the players. I remember two things about that day. One, Keith Byers is a massive human being. Just absolutely massive human being. Doesn't look like on TV, but his head was so big. I was so amazed with Keith Byers. And then the second thing was Drew Bledsoe didn't come out and walk around with all the players and the families. He stayed in his limousine up under the stadium and just sat there and waited until everyone left before he left. That's the two things I remember. But
so then ever since that day, you're like, I'm not a Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, I don't like that. I do. I went to a Browns training camp a few years ago. It's been a while. Actually, when I first started working at OU, so maybe about 13 years ago, and felt so bad for those guys because when I looked around, like I went up there playing, kind of excited, like it was my first training camp. Like, I'm going to get some autographs and stuff like that.
Yep.
Those lines are never ending,
right? And
they can't win.
Yeah, we talked about that when I went to the Bengals training camp this summer.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
It is. It gave me
at some point, you have to say,
which stinks too, because kids are disappointed. It just gave me a real like I did not feel good about it at all. But
I get it.
Yeah,
I get
it's a tough situation to be in. And then you hear about guys that stay and sign autographs for every single kid. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they make that work because these lines are never ending.
Did you see Joe give his Thanksgiving football, his John Madden football to the little? Of course, he had that plus the pylon that he won for the game, the Madden pylon or whatever.
No, I didn't see that.
And the turkey legs and all that. But they're the game balls. They basically the game balls that were around the turducken there. He got one of them, and as he was walking back in the locker room, there's a family there, Brown or Bengals fans, and little kid, and as he's walking in, he just gives that kid the ball, and the kid's eyes were like looking at his dad, and he gave me the ball. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, good deal.
Yeah.
Well,
yep.
We're out of time.
That's right. It's almost time for another podcast to come in the room. This studio is booked solid every day this week, all day long, all the way through the evening, and I'm one of the people to blame for that. I've got students coming in that do podcasts.
I just want to know who's to blame for the parking situation. That's who I want to know. I want to talk to them.
That's just historic. That's historic here in Athens. So the point of all this, will be 47 minutes of recording. The point of this is, what did we talk about today? For people who want a lesson.
I don't know that there's a lesson in this.
There's a bunch of random. It was catch-up day.
Yeah, it was.
A bunch of random topics.
Hopefully
we'll have to let ChatGPT come up with our title for this episode.
Random. Day of randomness.
We'll input the transcript and say, what did we talk about?
Yeah.
And see what AI says.
Maybe withhold judgment. Something about judgment.
Okay.
Because we talked about the NIL and, the OHSA being at fault for that, which they're really not. And, Coach Smith and Lane Kiffin and, there's a lot of opinions that are going on around there out in the world right now about things that happen, and actually we don't know.
We really
all
don't.
The information.
Be not quick
and may never
to judge.
Yeah, so maybe that's it. But.
Yeah, and for those of us that don't need to know, we don't need to know.
Yeah,
there
is that.
There comes a time
exist.
where you just believe it or not, that concept does exist.
Yeah.
And if you're a believer, if you're a Christian, then that means you should pray.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Boy,
if you don't, instead of getting sucked into the gossip, just pray. Just pray.
And there's a lot of stuff we don't know.
Yeah, there is.
As faithful people.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it hangs a lot of people up on it too. Can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way it is.
I know. Got to get over it.
Maybe we'll have something better next week.
We'll be ready.
More focused.
We'll be ready.